So is it possible that they're all valid? Is it possible that the literal linguistic meaning is valid? Is it possible that the interpretation based on linguistic convention is valid? And is it possible that relegating the knowledge, simply saying only Allah knows, is valid?
All three. All three are
Well, that's the point of contention and debate among the various theological schools. And I would argue that the last two, ta'wil and tafweed, are much better than tajsim, saying it's literal. The hand is a hand. Even though it's not like the hand, it's still a jariha at the end of the explanation. I mean, there's no getting around that. If you apply to linguistic meaning, al-wajh is a face. Even if it's not like a human face or any face of a creature, at the end of it, the base meaning of it is jariha. It's a limb. It's a part. So for the first one, I would say no, and that's why the scholars that were of the second and third school were like, the first is kufr. Yeah. So, like I said, the first theological school of literal interpretation, I would say just go ahead and take that off the table. The second and the third, a contention between those that are permitting ta'wil, like al-Ash'ariyya and al-Maturidiyya. Okay, these are two theological schools that represent the vast majority in terms of numbers of Muslims. And then the third school is al-Hanabila. That they don't make ta'wil, they say haram, and they make tafweed. They just say relegate that knowledge to Allah. And this, according to Imam al-Bayhaqi, is the safer of the ways, because you're not obliged to make ta'wil, according to them. So there's no harm in not doing it. And if you did make ta'wil, وَمَا يَعْلَمُ تَأْوِيلَهُ إِلَّا اللَّهُ, only Allah knows the explanation and interpretation of those verses. So if you avoided that, you would be safe.